JT, what do you take away from a win like that? Obviously, you guys are rolling against a very undermanned team, but what do you take away from that?
I take a lot. One, we was up for the challenge because we let a lot of wounded teams that hadn't had all their players come to our gym and find a way to beat us or compete in our gym. So I took the sense of urgency was one thing that we wanted to make sure we play with today. And knowing that Brisbane was back against the wall with the injuries and et cetera, that at the end of the day, their players could come out and still have some fight because they're professionals. And we wanted to take anything that they felt that they wanted to do out early. And so just that sense of urgency was really good for me and that I took away from the boys.
So you guys had 37 assists tonight. I believe it's the most by a Hawks team ever in a 40-minute game. What's it like to know that your guys went out and performed in that style in which they shared the ball and they got 37 assists?
It's satisfying because I feel that now that they understand they can trust each other more than they did before, we had 37 assists. So now that at the end of the day, I know Brisbane would love to play better defense, but we were getting those type of shots and the unselfishness of these guys, seeing the other guys who was open to make that pass and trust their teammates and then reciprocate it down the back end. For us to have 37 assists, and two of my top players barely, scored double figures. Tyler with 10 and Trey with 3 or 5 points, but 11 assists and 7 assists from those guys was, that's just what this team is about: unselfish, characteristic type of guys.
I was told that you gave the guys a day off yesterday. How much satisfaction does it give you knowing that you can do that they can still come out with a sense of urgency today and reward you for that?
I mean, they're in a good place mentally. They know that the day off was just really recover your body. Some of the guys, I got texts and say, hey, they showed up to the gym to work on free throws and got some shots up. So they do things, just to help them individually. But it's just, it's a trust factor. Say, hey, man, I know you guys are going to be ready, for the next game on Monday, but I don't want to overdo it. It's nothing that we really need to talk about too much on this Sunday to bring you back in, but be ready for Monday. So it's just knowing that I have a really good professional team that takes it the right way.
AJ, what did it feel like to be out there in such like a high-tempo, high-powered game?
It was fun. It was fun, obviously. 37 assists, it's just unbelievable. And I feel like we're just having fun out there. Sharing the ball in offense makes, on the defense, everyone engage on defense too. So it was just a fun basketball.
Seems like a combination of yourself, Lockie, Davo.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are getting a lot of minutes together, obviously, throughout the season. What's it like playing with those sorts of guys, both of whom really sort of different, sort of janky kind of players?
I don't know. I feel like I love my teammates. Every teammates. I feel like us three has like a special I don't know, team chemistry, I would say, but we know who's there. Like we know like what he likes to do, what he don't like to do. So I feel like it's just, I don't know, playing with my friends. So basically just playing my high school, back in high school friends. So it's just fun. Can't really describe it.
JT, 80 points to 30 in the paint, 58 bench points to 31. Last time you said you're most impressed about points in the paint. What most impressed you tonight?
Similar, same thing. My thing was how many layups can we get? I felt that Brisbane team, the 5 that they had out there, normally don't play with each other as collectively group. So defensively, it wouldn't be on the same page. So we want to kind of attack those miscues as we could. And so, hey, don't settle for tough side step threes or things that you guys normally take. How many times can we get in the paint? There's no really shot blocker for Brisbane at this time, or no tall presence. So I really emphasize getting in the paint and starting with Sam and have these guys not really settle for threes. So I was really satisfied with how our bench played and how we was able to attack the paint.
And you touched on the selflessness of the players. I mean, Trey only need another 5 points for a double-double, but it just shows how selfless they are because they're just happy to pass on to someone else, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. He tried to get it. He definitely tried to get it. I told him he got a couple minutes. You better get it up before you can. But that's that his mentality was look for his teammates first. And Trey and Tyler and everybody else really unselfish players. But really, when they got a chance to see the unselfishness and the breakdowns early and see how their impact of the game could be more just besides scoring the ball and the other things that they do, it was just a beautiful thing to see.
That's 2 games in a row that you guys have posted big wins. Is there any fear that it's going to be a letdown against Cairns on Thursday?
I hope not. I hope not. My job as a coach is to make sure that there's not. But as players, they got to still show up and play. But as our staff, we're going to do everything that we can to push them and make sure, and they know there's a bitter taste in the back of their, their mouth, how Cairns came in and beat us in our own place. So, we just want to go out here and hopefully do the same thing that we did with Brisbane, play hard, set the tone early, and play unselfish basketball.
Is that your summer challenge game? Get me right. Is that your summer challenge game?
Cairns, yes.
Cairns.
Yep.
So if there's a chance to win it, will you go for it?
We'll participate when we can, but at the end of the day, it's about us getting better. So, I'm not really keen on that. So if it is, we'll get better as a team, but I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah, as this gentleman mentioned, everyone played as a team. How do you take the boys into the next game with Cairns, knowing they're just going to play for pride? They're really going to just take the game 2 years like they did here. They've got nothing to lose. It's all on you, Justin.
Nah, I'm sorry. I was looking at Davo trying to make me laugh. I think Kansas is going to be, like I say, they have nothing to lose. We have everything to gain. So, I think don't worry about Kansas. Worry about how we're going to attack them and where we need to, attack them at defensively. And offensively, just keep playing. It's not about Kansas right now. It's really about us for the next 4 games.
What's the news on Days? Unfortunately, a hamstring injury, just tightness right now. We'll get a scan in the morning to see if there's anything really, thing into it. But right now, I just know it's tightness, and we're just taking precautionary reasons.
JT, obviously, offensively tonight, everything was fine, everything's going great, but there was sort of like a playoff atmosphere in the stadium tonight. How excited does that make you feel, heading towards the end of the season into the playoffs?
I feel real good, man, because, unfortunately we didn't have a sellout today, but it sounded like one, and I think that the fans are really getting behind us, no matter if it's a sellout or they just want to see the Hawks play, if it's a Monday night or a Wednesday night, right? And so that's just that's the excitement about this town and knowing that they're behind the Hawks and, our organization and really believe in us. So I love it, no matter if it was 4,000 or 8,000 people, it sounded like you said, a playoff atmosphere.
And I guess you guys were just one player short of getting everyone on the scoreboard. But you guys tried, I imagine, hard.
I can't see this paper until I put my glasses on, so I don't know really who scores. Tripp scored before, but we was really happy about Kobe getting his first NBL points. That was really excitement for us. I'm really happy for these guys when they do get out a chance, the DPs, the IRs, or whoever, who doesn't get a lot of minutes. I'm really happy because they worked for it, and I'm glad that the other guys do their best to try to produce time for them, and that's really in the back of their mind. So that's how special this group is. They want to see the Tripps, they want to see Kobe's and Kwani's and guys all on the floor.
I thought that next year, he's always been a good shooter, but his defense has sort of improved over the last few weeks.
Yeah, he's been really working on that, and he hears a lot from me because I know how defensively locked in he can be and really good he can be. And tonight was good. I've him and Todd been on the back of a milk carton box. They've been missing for a while from the 3-point line. I found Todd the other game, and we found Lee today. So I'm glad to have my guys back.
Actually, what was it like? I heard a lot of people chanting your name, the Korean contingent out here. Those guys out here, they're supporting you like that.
Unbelievable. It's just feel all the love out there. Heard they were doing a little K-pop dance at the half year, but I don't think there was any Koreans. But it's always great to hear my name. But it was actually, it was great. It was great.
Anything, Chris? We're good.
Good. Thank you guys.
Thank you.